Hey guys, it's Will, and in this video I'm going to share with you what I would do to make 10k per month ASAP if I had to kind of start again from scratch. Now, what I'm going to share with you is, well, it made me multi-millionaire. About 90% of the millionaires that I know, this is what made them a millionaire as well. And it is, for many people, they just kind of don't know about this yet. You know, they don't even know that this exists and that they can actually do it, and how easy and simple and fast it actually is, right? And I'm gonna share that with you. I'm gonna prove that to you in this video. So keep watching, right? And let me explain. Now, the thing that prompted me to make this video was I had coffee this morning with a woman downstairs in the cafe where I live. And she is, I won't say kind of her exact age, but let's say she's between 40 and 50 years old, lives here in Dubai, and she makes roughly £14,000 per month. So I think that's about $16,000 US, something like that. So let's use dollars. So she makes about $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a month teaching knitting. I'll say that again. $15,000, $16,000, $17,000 a month teaching knitting online. So the way that she does this is she has a small YouTube channel, and she posts 2 videos a week all about, like, I don't really know a lot about knitting, but like knitting patterns, where to buy the materials and stuff like that, right? And she's been doing it for about 9 months now, 9-10 months. And it's not the most money in the world, but to a lot of people, that's like life-changing, isn't it? You know, to most people out there who are making 2, 3, 4k a month in a job that they hate, imagine making 15, 16, 17,000 per month, consistently, reliably, doing what you love and just helping other people. This is the best part about what I'm going to share with you here. Like, it's very high integrity. It's very high respect, because you're just sharing your knowledge, and people will pay you to learn what you know that they don't yet know, right? So I had coffee with this woman this morning, and she explained to me what she was doing. YouTube channel. She has a free group as well. Let's just call it a Facebook group. It's on this platform called School, skool.com, if you don't know what that is. School is basically Facebook groups, but better. Okay, you can sell products in there, and it's just like Facebook groups, but better. So she has a YouTube channel, she has a school group, and she has a online course where you learn everything to do with knitting, right? And it is $995. So it's like $1,000, and she's selling about 15 of them a month, 14, 15, 16 of those a month, 1,000 each. 16,000, and she's been doing this for almost a year. Now, it just made me think, you know, you really can teach anything. You know, whatever people would pay to learn, which is most things, you know, because of every niche and every industry, right, there's just 1 or 2 or 3 or 4% of people that will pay to learn to do it very, very well at a very high level. So for every 100 people, you know, let's take stopping drinking alcohol, because one of my friends has a very successful company teaching how to stop drinking alcohol, and he makes multi-6 figures a year, hundreds of thousands of dollars a year teaching that, just selling an online course, you know. So let's take stopping drinking alcohol. Well, 98 out of 100 people might just want to try and stop on their own, or maybe not stop, maybe they like drinking, you know, each to their own. But 1 or 2 out of every 100 people might really want to stop, they need some help. Along comes my friend, and they pay him, I think he charges, I think $6,500, $7,000. I think it's $6,500 that he charges for his like stop drinking alcohol program. And multiple people every month invest in that training. And here's the thing, like, you only need, at that price, you only need, I mean, 2 people a month is like $13,000, you know, 3, 4, 5 people a month, and you're up there in the multiple 5 figures per month. And I know a lot of people, in fact, pretty much every single one of my friends does this, sells information. And I mean, God, like the least amount of money that any of my friends makes is like 80, 90,000 a month. That's like the least. I've got a couple of friends who make upwards of 3.5, 4 million a month doing this. In fact, one of them, Cole Gordon, recently spoke at my mastermind. You can watch his talk here on the YouTube channel. You know, when he did that talk, he was making 3.9 million a month, teaching people how to become sales reps, you know. And here's the repeating pattern that I see. People learn something first, and then they just teach it to other people. So I've got friends that sell everything from like how to stop drinking alcohol, how to get a 6-pack, how to buy and sell items on Amazon, how to become a barber. I've got a friend that sells how to become a barber. He's doing over 100K a month. I think he's doing more like almost 200 a month, actually, teaching people to become barbers and cut men's hair. I've got friends that sell trading education, and that's what made me a multimillionaire. I learned to trade, then I taught people to trade, and that made me almost $20 million. So trading, how to invest in real estate is a big one as well, how to like source deals and sell them to investors, how to actually invest in your own properties. I've got a friend that sells how to make ebooks and put them on Audible. And you don't even want to know what he's making. If I told you, you wouldn't believe me. You would not believe it. It's multiple millions a month that he's making. I've got friends that teach how to like get commercial cleaning contracts, hire someone to do the work for them, and they stay at home and just make a little bit of the profit. So they might get a job for 1,000, get someone to do it for 600, stay at home and keep the 400. I've got friends that have a how to buy and sell luxury watches online course, how to start an agency, again, Cole Gordon, how to become a sales rep. Like any knowledge that you have, you can sell. And even if you don't yet have knowledge, you can learn knowledge and then sell that as well. And this is like the fastest, easiest way to make minimum 10K a month, minimum. Like 10K it's tiny, you know, in this industry, you know. 10K is not even the hygiene standard. And again, the recurring theme is usually that the people I know that do this, 8 times out of 10, they have a skill that they've done, then they teach it. You know, so I just started working with a guy recently who teaches people how to play piano for $3,000 for his online course and coaching program, and you have access to that for 3 months, 1 call a week with him, and he's doing really well, over 100,000 a month, teaching people to play piano. And again, here's the thing, you know, for every 100 people that want to learn piano, 95, 6, 7 might not have a budget. They want to learn themselves through books, through YouTube, and that's okay. That's okay, you know. And then there's just the 1 or 2 or 3 that think to themselves, you know what, I want to work with a professional. I know how important it is to invest in yourself and in knowledge to learn what you want to learn. I want to shortcut the learning curve, and I just want to learn to play piano at a very high level, ASAP. Those are the people that will pay the $3,000 that he charges, you know. And 3 clients a month, 3, 6, 9, you're pretty much touching on 10K. It is so easy. You know, selling knowledge is the fastest, easiest way to make money on the internet that I know of. Truly, you know, I've done it myself. The vast majority of my friends have done it as well. Again, like 9 out of 10 millionaires, multimillionaires that I know sell their knowledge to get there. And here's the thing as well, it's very high margin. You know, like the profit can be as high as 95%, you know. So there's a lot of great businesses out there doing a lot of money, but their margins are 5%, 15%, 25%. Selling information, the margin is 80%, 90% as standard. You know, this is why people get rich kind of so fast. And coming back to you, the person watching this video, you can either teach a skill or a talent that you have right now, you know, whatever that is. Maybe it's football, maybe it's barbering, maybe it's fitness, maybe it's music, maybe it's trading, maybe it's starting a brand, a clothing brand, or an agency. If you build an info business correctly, you price your product correctly, you sell the product correctly, on and on and on, the money is, right now, the money is waiting to be picked up and put in your pocket and put in your bank. You know, you just have to learn how to do it. And it's really not that hard. And even if you don't have a skill right now, you can just learn one. So let me give you an example that one of my mentors once shared with me. So he said, let's use golf as an example. Now, I've never played golf in my life. So on a scale of 1 to 10, 0 is me, Tiger Woods is 10, right? Now, if I want to learn to play golf and I want to learn properly and get there ASAP, I'm going to have to hire a coach. I'm going to have to pay someone for their information and training. Now, I don't need a 10 out of 10. I don't need a 7 out of 10. I probably don't even need a 5 out of 10. I just need someone who's a few steps ahead of me. Someone that's like 3 on the knowledge scale. So if you want to teach golf, all you need to be is a 3. You don't need to be a 10. You don't need to be a 7. You don't need to be a 5. You just need to be a 3, 4. Because I ain't going to have a clue what I'm doing. I'm a 0, remember? So I just need a 2, 3, 4 to teach me in some format, right? So if you're watching this right now and you're thinking, oh, I don't have any valuable skills or talents, number one, you probably do. You just haven't thought about it properly yet. And if you truly don't, just learn something. You know, it's not hard to learn, piano. 1-2 months of books, of YouTube, of this thing, of that thing, of practice, and you're going to start to get good with enough time, you know. Same for me. I mean, you know, I learned myself to trade financial markets, and then after a certain period of time, one of my friends actually asked me for help, and then he offered to pay me for my help. And I was not a millionaire trader. You know, I was just doing relatively well. I was probably like a 3 or a 4 on the knowledge scale, and he was a 1, and he wanted to get up to a 4. So he paid me, and I helped him get up to a 4. That's it, you know. So you don't have to be an expert. You can be a 3 that teaches zeros. You can be a 5 that teaches 3s. You can be a 7 that teaches 5s. You can be a 9 that teaches 7s. You know, that kind of thing. So it's not hard to do this. And if you just want to make 10K a month, I mean, that's not hard. Like, I've worked with people in the past. In fact, the commercial cleaning guy that I mentioned earlier, he came to me and said, look, here's what I'm doing. Can I teach this to other people? And within about 8, 10, 12 weeks, he was already at like £30,000 a month teaching that. The highest month that he's ever had, I think it was a couple of months ago, he did about 50K, 55K. So, I mean, imagine earning £55,000 from home, just teaching people what you're good at, what you know how to do. Like, what impact would that have on your life, on your family's life? You know, you could buy the car that you want, you could buy the watch that you want, you can go on the holiday that you want, you can even travel whilst doing this, because it's like location independent. That's why I moved to Dubai, because one of my dreams was to live in a hot sunny country. I was like, I can do that. So that's what brought me over here. Tax, of course, is, you know, 0% tax is very helpful. I'm not going to lie. That was part of the decision, but it was those 2 things. Number 1, the weather. Number 2, the tax. And, you know, selling information, you can do it from anywhere. You can do it from England, from America, from Thailand, from Australia, wherever you like. You know, so it can be done. And, you know, I dare say that I'm one of the best in the world at doing this now. I mean, I've made almost $20 million doing this. I've won awards for making, you know, all the money that I've made. I've worked with some of the best kind of people on earth that do this, like Sam Ovens, Alex Becker, Cole Gordon, Alan Sultanic, Dan Bradbury. And I've been in this world for almost a decade now. And this is how I've made my money. You know, if you look at me here in Dubai, living in the building that I live in, you know, living the life that I live, it all came from selling information, you know, and it is not hard. It's not hard to do. So let me explain kind of how to do it. So I've told you about, you know, you can either teach a skill that you have or learn a skill and then teach that. I've told you about the different kinds of skills that can be taught, making ebooks and selling them on Amazon, teaching people to become sales reps, teaching people to trade, all of that stuff. So stage number 1 is skill. Stage number 2 is getting attention, okay, and showing people that you have the skill. And from there, kind of building, well, not even building an audience. I mean, there's 2 ways to do this. Number 1 is you can build an audience on Instagram, on YouTube, on Twitter, whatever you like. Or you don't even have to do that. You can just run paid ads if you have the budget. You do not need a website. You do not need a brand or a reputation or a personal big shiny Instagram. You do not need it. You know, I've got friends that do not have a personal brand. No one knows who they are. They've just got ads into a sales process, into a sales call. They get on a call, they explain how they can help and blah, 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 and clients come on board. So if you think that you need a personal brand, you categorically do not. You categorically do not. If you've got a brand, helpful, you know, if you have an audience, oh my God. I mean, if you've got 4, 5, 6, 7,000 followers on Instagram or more, you should be making tens of thousands a month. If you've got a YouTube following of above 5, 10,000 subscribers, you should be making multiple tens of thousands a month. Same for TikTok, same for Twitter. It's so easy to monetize an audience and sell them information. Or you can run paid ads. And all that you do is you just ask people if they need help. That's it. And this is the part that I love about doing this, because again, it's very high integrity, high respect, and it's very valuable. You know, by sharing information, you're adding a lot of value to the world. You're helping people that want the help and can't find the help, and you come in and give them the help, right? So that's part of the reason why I love it, because you can have a big impact on people's lives. You know, some of the clients that I've helped in the past, I mean, I've made 3 or 4 or 5 people, I've actually made them over $1 million through working with them, you know. And some of their testimonials are here on the YouTube channel as well. If you haven't seen the testimonials, please go and watch them. And don't trust me, ignore me. Go and listen to the people who will tell you how much money that they've made by doing this. So again, the steps are: decide on a skill, generate attention, ask people for help, speak to them, and you know, if they want to learn from you, they buy and they give you money. And if they don't want to learn from you, that's okay. You know, those are the steps, right? Skill, attention, ask if they need help. If they need help, you know, then they exchange their money for your value, and you very quickly make money. And again, 10K is so easy. Like, yeah, it's just, I mean, the price is, you should be charging at least, I mean, the lowest price that I know of personally is the lady that I had coffee with this morning, who's only charging $9.95. I actually said that's way too low, but she's comfortable there. She's happy with the 15, 16, 17,000 a month that she's making. You know, she likes to live a calm life, do her thing. She loves she's very passionate about knitting, loves teaching people. People love learning. So it's just awesome. You know, what a great way to live. You do what you love, you make really good money doing it, and you help people and add value and impact the world. Like, if that's not the best thing ever, I don't know what is. And that's what I do now as well. So, you know, the main thing that I'm doing at the moment is just helping other people to do this. So people that are already selling information, but they're not making as much as they should be, I help them get it right, scale up, implement systems and operations and whatever needs to be done to get them up to 50K a month, 100K a month, $250,000 a month and beyond, like I've done myself. So the people I work with right now are either doing this already and they want to scale, Or every now and again, I help beginners as well. So if you have a great idea for a program, for a course, then you can book in a call with me at the link in the description. By the way, we can jump on a call, we can chat about this some more, and I'll give you some feedback, some guidance, and then if you want my help, I can coach you one-to-one and help you scale up and get this thing working. Or I can just kind of add some value for you, answer some questions, and at the very least, even if we don't work together, you've kind of got a free coaching call out of it anyway. So yeah, for any of you that are doing this already and you want to scale, or if you're not doing this yet and you would like to, book in a call with me at the link in the description. And the last thing that I will say is this: if a woman, I'm not kind of discrediting this lady, but if she's going to kill me for saying this, but if a random woman, that's like in her kind of late 40s can make 15, 16, 17,000 a month from home teaching knitting, then you can probably make 5 or 10k, per month. And if you're very good at what you do, then you should be making 100k a month, $250,000 a month, $500,000 a month, and beyond. And I'm a big believer in karma, and I think if you truly help people and add value in the world, you get rewarded, and you get rewarded in a big way by making a lot of money. You can do great things in your own life as well. Buy yourself a car, buy yourself a big house, go on a holiday, fly first class, that kind of thing. So everybody should have, the ability to do that. But anyway, so I really hope that helps, guys. If you have any questions, thoughts, comments, put them in the comments section below the video. I'll come straight back to you and lend a hand. I made this video just to help you guys, inspire you guys, add some value, and hopefully if just one of you goes on to do this and make 10, 20, 30, 40, 50k a month, then I'll have done my job. And again, if you need any help with that, book in a call with me. I'll jump on and lend a hand and make the money that you deserve to make, because life is too short to be broke. Life is too short to not achieve your goals and your dreams. So cheesy, but true. I'll wrap it up here, guys, and I'll see you in the next video soon.